hankering.
Oh, okay.
I got a hankering for some.
Big hankering for dumplings.
For dumplings. You know what? We'll accept you as an honorary Southerner. Yes, we will.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
Come on
is
down.
Lauren Edmonds, who, like myself, is from the South. She's from Tennessee. I'm from North Carolina, but we're both raised on dumplings. And this is from your family's company, St. Clair Foods. It's
That's
great to
right.
have you back.
Thank you. Good
nice
to see
you,
as
Angel.
always.
Always a pleasure. So this is something that is right in my wheelhouse. This is the kind of food that I grew up on. As soon as I could chew, I was eating dumplings. And this is so incredible. These are rolled dumplings, not drop dumplings. This is the way a good Southern cook would make these. I have nothing against drop dumplings. They're nice. But these are better.
These are better.
Because this is the way that I grew up on them and love them. And they are all swimming in a beautiful, thick, savory chicken gravy with extra chicken in this recipe.
Right.
And each one of those dumplings, Miss Lauren, is just a little soft pillow of heaven.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at all that chicken. We start with fresh chicken that is white and dark meat chicken. You know, that white meat is just so tender, and then the dark meat is where all of that flavor comes from. And look at those pillowy, soft dumplings. You can see the pepper we add, and we cook it in the gravy, in the bag when you get this at home, and so they just fluff up and get all delicious and pillowy soft.
I have a spoon
Look at
already.
that. Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
Well,
But I'll take your spoon. I'll trade you.
trade ya.
All right, hey, while I let that cool just a hot second, I'm going to show you what you're ordering tonight because this is amazing. You realize that in 30 minutes you can have dumplings on the table?
so
Less than
easy.
30 minutes,
Yep.
right? Get a big old pot of water simmering on the stove.
Yep.
Let that come to a simmer, then go to your freezer and you're going to pick up one of 3 or 6. That's the offer tonight.
That's right.
You may order 3 1.5-pound bags of chicken and dumplings, or you can do 6 1.5-pound chicken and dumplings. This is the largest piece count we can ship.
It is.
In a single order.
9 pounds if
That's
you get the
9
6.
pounds of dumplings right
Right.
there and a whole lot of chicken. So you take one of these rock hard frozen dumpling packs and you pop it right into the simmering water.
Just like this. It's super easy, and it's okay if it doesn't fit right into the pot. All you're going to do is let it sit down in there, melt a little bit, and you are good to go in about 15 minutes. All you've got to do is cut open this bag, and it is like you have been in the kitchen all day long. And I'm just going to
Now
go
look
right
at
up
this.
here.
Now while this has been simmering, you made a nice green salad. You put a pan of biscuit in the oven. Maybe a pitcher of iced tea. And then you sit down and
at all
get
that.
a spoon.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want a fork with these.
at
You want
that.
a spoon so you can get every drop.
Wow, look at all that chicken. Huge pieces of white and dark meat chicken, and then those pillowy, soft, rolled dumplings. Oh, they're so good.
Oh, here we go. Got a big old bite. I'm going in.
I can't wait.
I can't either. Here we go.
As good as ever, right? And that's the thing. It's always going to be the same every time you get these at home.
I eat these and suddenly I'm 6 years old, tugging on my grandma's apron.
Yep.
And she'll say, "Darling, the dumplings are almost ready."
Oh.
And she would make dumplings for me every time I came over, whether it was summer, winter, spring, or fall. Grandma would always make dumplings for me, and it was always the same warm, comforting food that hugs you. The only thing left to do that I didn't do then is the happy dance.
Hey!
There it is. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Love it.
Now, if you want the 3-pound, we have 1,800. If you want the 6-count, I have only 1,900, but that's more popular. These will last in the freezer how long?
A year.
Now, before you fill that bowl, I want you to show everybody what you did
Yes.
because this is genius.
Well, no, I did not do this. Our wonderful food stylists, Mitch and Nick, they created this beautiful biscuit bowl. How awesome is this in our lovely Temptations, the basket we've on. And he just took some biscuits and he smushed them down in the bowl and then baked them until they were done. And look what I'm about to do. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put some chicken and dumplings into a biscuit bowl. How Southern can we get?
Well, and you have to remember, when you do dumplings down south, you don't get scared of carbs because it's all about the carbs.
Oh, well, yeah.
And I remember in high school when when it was chicken and dumpling day in the lunchroom, I would go down and I made friends with the lunch ladies. And they'd be like, "Oh, David's coming. You want extra dumplings, don't you?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she would give me an extra spoonful
I love
just because I would talk sweet to her.
I love it.
This is M63036. These are going very quickly. Tell us again how easy these are to prepare.
Okay, they're so easy. So they're going to come frozen in your 1.5-pound bag, and I've got one simmering right here just to show you how easy it is just to place it right into the pot of boiling water. This one's actually what we've been talking for just 5 minutes, and this one's already sinking down into the water.
Starting to soften up.
It's going to be done in 10-15 minutes. So this one I've got ready already, right next to it. I'm just going to cut open the bag, and like I said, 15 to 20 minutes. And this time I'm actually going to go over to my big pot over here because I don't think I have room in the other bowl. But hot, wonderful chicken and dumplings like you've been in the kitchen all day long, and all you've had to do is boil water on your stovetop. Look at all that chicken meat and all those delicious dumplings, and we've done all the work for you. And of course, this is our original recipe, but we've listened to our customers, our QVC customers, and we've added more chicken to this recipe. Look at all those beautiful pieces of chicken.
Tender chunks of white and dark meat chicken.
So good, look at that.
Pillowy rolled dumplings. Some people call them slippery dumplings.
Right?
I have a little bit of chicken caught in my throat. That's what is going on. Because I inhale it instead of chewing it, and that is a problem. Can I tell you what we have remaining? If you want the 3 count, which is 3 1.5 pound bags,
Right.
I have fewer than 1,500. If you want the 6 count, I have 1,600 remaining, but you are going to be saving $20 with a stock up and save. So when you go with the larger 6-piece count, 6 1.5 pound bags, you're saving $20. And of course, all this is on 6Pay tonight.
Wow, that's awesome.
Price goes away end of day, and there is no auto delivery on this.
Oh my goodness.
So you need to stock up on this. These are safe in the freezer for a year,
For
aren't
a
they?
year. So when it starts, maybe you're not going to want to eat this in the middle of the summer. I do. But
I do too.
if you don't like to eat hot food in the middle of the summer, then save it for the fall. It's going to be good for the fall too. So all the way to fall, all the way through the winter
Well,
next
you
year.
are optimistic. We still have a lot of cold weather in front of us, I'm afraid.
That's true.
But
and
you know
it's
what?
kind of chilly today.
This is so fantastic and so marvelous and such a crowd pleaser, family favorite, kid friendly, because everything about this is lovely. Now, if you want to add some frozen vegetables to this, you can. Peas and carrots work beautifully in here.
Sure.
You know what? You could almost make it like a chicken pot pie, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
it's just fantastic.
And
so many goodies.
I just want you to see in this spoonful I've got here, look at these huge pieces of chicken, the wonderful pillowy soft dumplings. Look at all that chicken meat, the white and the dark meat. Like I said before, we have the white meat in there. It's so tender and flavorful and hearty. And then we've got the dark meat that just adds so much flavor to that delicious gravy. And then you've got the spices running through there. You can see the pepper. You can see all those big pieces of
thick
chicken.
Chicken gravy.
Chicken gravy.
The only
Love
thing
it.
left to do is get a big old biscuit and sop it up.
Oh, well, looky here.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Carb it up, baby. Carb it up.
Carb it up.
Hey, can I
Love
tell
it.
you, if you want the 3-piece count, I have 1,300 left. If you want the 6-piece count, 1,400 left. These are going quickly. This is 6 easy payments on your credit card. Don't miss this opportunity, because all the work's been done for you. I used to wait until it was a snow day and I had all day at home to make dumplings.
Right.
Because I would stew my chicken for hours on top of the stove until slowly.
Yes.
So it would fall off the bone, and then all the broth that was left behind is what I'd make my dumplings in,
Right.
I'd fish out all those bone pieces of chicken, take all the bones and the skin and all the stuff away, shred the meat, put it back in that broth.
Right.
Then I'd get out and roll my dumplings and roll them thin and roll them thinner, and then I'd get out my pizza cutter and I'd cut all those strips up, and then little by little ladle them into that simmering broth. And then it would have to simmer for a couple more hours yet.
Right, to
This is
develop
the
that
kind of
flavor.
thing- this process doesn't happen in 30 minutes in real life when you're making it from scratch. It just doesn't happen. So when you do this from St. Clair, you're taking a day's worth of work and you're turning it into a 30-minute meal.
Absolutely. And in the time that you described that entire process, I've got a hot bowl of chicken and dumplings waiting
Love
to
that.
go.
And
So
just every
easy.
bit as good as homemade.
So good and easy. And you can see, what I love about this is you can see the ingredients. These bags we have cut open directly from St. Clair. We have not put anything else in them. As you can see before, I just cut open the bag and I poured it out, and you saw all that delicious, huge pieces of chicken, huge rolled dumplings. They are just delicious. And so when you heat these up in the bag at home, those dumplings absorb even more of that gravy and get
And
all
more of that great chicken flavor.
that flavor.
Oh,
Look at that.
we are now half gone.
Wow, thank you.
I have 1,000 left in the 3 count and 1,100 left in the 6-piece count. Please be aware that this is going very quickly. We're 6 easy payments on your credit card, and I want you to stock up your freezer. I want you to give yourself permission to pamper yourself and your family. Because you know what? My friend Carla Hall from the show that used to be on ABC, The Chew,
Right?
would say that comfort food is the kind of food that should hug you.
Yeah, oh, that is such a good
And
description.
this
I love
is
it.
just the kind of dish that hugs you.
I think chicken and dumplings is the definition of The food that hugs.
Exactly. That's a culinary hug right
Yes,
there.
it is a culinary
hug. That's a foodie hug right there is what that
Yes.
is. Don't miss out on this. These pillowy, soft dumplings swim in a thick gravy, a chicken gravy with tender chunks of white and dark meat chicken. And the only thing left is just to feel the warmth rush all the way down to your toes.
Absolutely.
When I was a little boy, this was the food I looked forward to, the food I craved. And when I would come home from a college on the weekend, I would hope that we'd have chicken and dumplings.
Right.
This is the kind of food that you're going to love, your kids will love, and they'll ask for it time and again. Give yourself permission tonight to bring home a classic Southern comfort food dish made by a Southern food company, St. Clair Foods in Memphis, Tennessee.
That's right.
Right down the street from Elvis's house.
That's right.
I've been
literally.
She's literally.
Literally.
Their facility is literally right down the street from Elvis's
We
mansion.
are.
So, and you can see the big Elisa Marie plane and everything. So this is M63036. We started with 4,000 sets. If you want the 3 count, I have fewer than 800 left.
Oh, wow.
And in the 6 count,
Thank you.
900 left. And you're saving $20 with the stock up and save when you go with that 20-piece count. Treat yourself to something special. Treat yourself to comfort food the way it was meant to be served. Lauren Edmonds, you're a rock star.
Thank you. So
Thank
good to
you,
see you
Angel.
again, always.
Fortunately, Stacy is talking about the next item, so I can have another spoonful.
Ooh, me too.
Stacy, what's happening there, darling?
What's happening? How about big celebrity with his brand new cookbook here on